Welcome back to Formula One 2018. We're looking to get happy hour out of the way here tonight. And qualifying soon to follow. See what Crofty has to... Oh, no introduction from Crofty. And we're back under the lights. Alright, what to do in this session? We've run all our practice programs. We have our maths figured out on what we're going to run in the race. We're going to run 102.98 kilograms of fuel based on averages that we compiled. And then we blew out a tire and hit the wall, and we're down to 2 sets of tires for this practice session, and all we have to do is basically find all the speed out of the car we can. Which means I'm going to go into the pages here and try and find anywhere we can get speed out of it. We're good and fast in the corners. That's very clear. But I'm just trying to set up the car to get as much speed as possible out of it. Let's see, moving the ballast to the rear reduces understeer. Conversely, moving the ballast towards the front reduces oversteer. So if we move the ballast 1 notch forward, we can run a slightly flatter rear wing, in theory. Let's test it. So that's the setup we're going to try. I think we'll run out on soft tires. Let's see, did it actually change that? It did. Gonna run out on soft tires and see what kind of lap we get from that.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
I'm not expecting to go really top of the charts, especially because everybody will be in qualifying trim in this session as opposed to the few that were in last session. So yeah, our predicted qualifying spot is 13th, and we will find out later tonight where exactly we do stack up. Let's get our temperatures up here. Nice and sunny here at Bahrain. Last practice session was a night practice session, which this is a night race, in fact. Last practice session we had 3 spins transitioning and through turn 12. And then we had the blowout down the back straightaway that caught me off guard. And I noticed it happened, and it pulled me to the right, and I didn't realize how much it would pull me to the right when I got back on the throttle and put me straight into the wall and wrecked the right front. So the suspension has been rebuilt. Only 1 crash out so far this weekend in 2 sessions, as opposed to, and that was at the very, very tail end of that practice session, as opposed to yesterday or last week at Australia, where it was nothing but a crash fest for us. Well, everything's up to temperature nicely. Let's see what we can run as far as a good starting lap time. Fairly clear track. We're going to go to mode 4 on some brand new softs and set a soft lap time. Not going to bump the... Or actually, you know what? I'm going to go with hot lap. Just because that extra little punch might make a little bit of a difference. Hamilton has already set a flying lap, apparently. Sorry about going quiet, I'm just focusing right now. Not going to go to rich mode, or rich mix on the engine, because I don't want to put excessive wear on the engine in practice. And we kind of have a little bit of a, you know, we will have an extra little punch. In fact, 2 richer mixtures in qualifying available for us, because we can go to mix 3 and even mix 4. So we know we'll have a little bit of left in the tank, so we're sandbagging for everybody else, which they're AI, so that doesn't really work. But we'll be even sandbagging for ourselves. We know we got a little bit more in the tank. That just went purple, so I don't know if that's because it was my best or the session best, but... Ran way wide there in 15, but that might give us a better line of attack. We had actually ran out. We ran a 133.700. Actually ran out of ERS. Gonna hope to get a full store back up. We're just gonna run flying lap. Flying lap, regen lap. Flying lap, regen lap. Until we run out of fuel. Basically, so we should get about 5 good flying laps in. Oh, my nose itches. I dared to scratch it. And yeah, this is a regen lap, not a push lap. Might have to do 2 regen laps. That's no good. So he ran a 133.700. Hamilton ran a 133.383. So we're only about 4/10 off of him, and I think we can make that up. In fact, here we go. We're going to run another flying lap. We started with 76%. I bet we'll be out by the end of it. On the hooks hard down in the first turn. 133.334 is what we're looking to beat. We're not going to beat it, but we're trying to match it. At least get as close as we can. Because we're both on softs, but he definitely has the better equipment. If I remember right, he ran a 109 something in practice too, to the second sector line, so he's even laying back a little bit. $133.334 is what we're looking to beat. $133.051, almost down to the 132s.
Currently the fastest in this session so far.
So straight to the top of the time charts, and we even got a little bit left in the tank. Stroll's out on super sauce, but he's a Williams, so I'm not too worried about him. Looks like we got a Ferrari on track. I just noticed a red blip on the mini-map. Take it easy, this is another regen lap. Kind of want to get about 70% at least. I'm surprised Hamilton didn't top that. He must have went back into the pits. Or no, he's still back there. Oh, golly. 66%, that's enough for me to push it. Run another flying lap. See what we have for the big three. Kind of messed up turn one there, not gonna lie. Taking a little bit of curb in turn four. Five, six, seven down the hill into 8. Ran it wide at 8. All the way to the gravel, we're done. This just became another regen lap. Shake it off. Oh, we got a big enough gap back to that Toro Rosso. I was going to let him by, since we're going to be potentially driving slow. That's a shame, because we were really nailing that first sector. Yeah, he's catching up now. Let Pierre by. Let Hamilton by. And, perhaps on purpose, I'll let you all figure it out. That regen does a lot. Oh, Hamilton was going in anyways. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Taking a lot of curb in the first turn. A little bit of curb through 2, a little bit through 3. That was more curb than I've ever taken through turn 2. Turn 4, slide it out. Not necessarily good for time. Turn 8's a hard braking zone to judge because it is a bit more of a free-form deal. Way wide turn 10. Rejoin the track 7/10 down. So this just became another regen lap. Alright, coming up on attempt number 3 on a third flying lap, or maybe it's only second flying lap. Either way, we're trying again. And I wouldn't be too alarmed, I think it's still counting that personal best in Sector 1 we ran 2 laps ago. A lot of time lost there with that slide out. I'm sure it was a nice show, but not nice for the lap time. I'm not going to stop pushing it. This isn't going to be anything fantastic at all. Just another pace lap, basically. I'm going to go into regen mode, and I'm going to cut back the fuel mixture. Just to get that extra little bit, because now we're going to have a light fuel load, but worn tires. But that light fuel load might be our saving grace as far as improving that personal best. I'm trying to get into the 132s. And I know the super sauce would get me into the 132s. Aren't getting anywhere near the right amount of power out of this regen lap. But what the hell, I was born to push it. Alright, let's try it. Good exit of 15, apparently. Not necessarily a good entry to 1. Something that can be made back climbing the hill.
You're nearly out of fuel. Almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
Yeah, it ain't happening. Or wait, maybe? I'll have to check. Yeah, no, it ain't happening. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
These tires are past their prime at this point. We weren't going to make another lap out of it. Bottas is closing in on us, though. Even though he is going to, no matter what. I was at 50!
Best lap so far is a 1 minute 33.0.
Well, let's take a look at timings here. We are ahead by just over, almost a tenth and a half. And we are fastest in Sector 2. So those weavy, windy S's, and then that back stretch is where we have the upper hand over the Mercedes. So apparently that high speed downforce, we have the advantage? Dare I say it? No, we don't. I could promise you that. So, without further ado, we are going to take a look at what the tire wear is like. They've fallen off considerably. You can see over half a second already. So, Super Softs is the way to go. Run some time on them. Already down to under 40 minutes left, dang. All right. So let's fit these Super Softs. The cars seem to be all right. I mean, yeah, I was hanging it out a little bit in the corners, but all in all, I'd say it was okay. And if I moved anything else forward or backwards, it would just be, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's take a look at our wear on this. 111 laps on the unit. 22% wear. Expected lifespan 498 laps. I actually want to do the math here and see. So we figured out earlier today that each power unit, full power unit, needs to last 7 races. So 498 divided by 7 is 71 laps. So sorry, I'm doing math in my head. $498 laps, so we'll round up. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. 500 divided by 7. Yeah, 71 laps per weekend, and we've already run more than 71 this weekend on that power unit. It's at 22% wear right now, and it still has qualifying and race for this weekend to go. So we could deduce that it'll be, say, 30% wear by the end of this weekend. And if it is, that means it's a third of its way through its life. And that means we're going to be stretching it to make it through that 7 events. So I might need to be
13th in the speed trap.
I might need to be cutting back.
95.8 miles per hour.
So we're slowest through this, or we're 13th through the speed trap of the, let's see, 15 cars that have run through it. 16 now. So we're not fast through the speed trap. No, sir. Never claimed to be, really. So yeah, I'm just kind of concerned as to what's going to happen power unit wise, but I am willing to take grid penalty in the future because just grid penalties aren't that bad when you're a back marker to begin with. So if you qualify 10th, what's a 10th place grid penalty? It just puts you at the back. Or shoot, even if you're qualified 16th and you get a 10th place grid penalty, that's going to put you way at the back. Which is 4 positions behind, and I can make up positions on the start. And by strategizing and stuff. So I'm not too worried about grid position penalties, but I'll avoid them if at all possible. But right now, let's just run out and do a couple flying laps on this,
Engine fired. We're set.
yeah. I think the pushing it hard in practice on this, transmissions don't make a difference. Or at least practice transmission, you can put as many of those in as you want, but the power units will be an issue. Because you do get penalized for changing power units. And event gearboxes before the 6 weekends they run are up. Let's run a nice... What are you doing? I need you way down there. And I want to get these tires warmed up, but I don't exactly want to whip the crap out of them. Because I want to have a good flying lap on these tires. I mean, yeah, I've got a heavy fuel tank right now, but, you know. We're still sandbagging a bit because we're not going to run rich fuel mixture. Session update.
Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Ricciardo and Vettel, and we're in front of Raikkonen, Bottas, and Hamilton. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:32.3.
So 1:32.3, we ran a 1:33.0. It's about 7/10 of a second faster, and these tires said they were going to be a second and 2/10 faster than the time we already set. We're about to put that to the test, though. Here we go. Let's hot lap it up. Didn't have a good exit to 15, as you could tell by the delta, but all right through here is where stuff will start to shine. I say that, but it has yet to shine. Come on, damn it! Shine! What the heck is going on? Oh, here it comes. 1:33.033. That fuel load must be making a lot of difference. I feel like that curb in turn 4 is upsetting it, and that's what's kicking the back end wide sometimes. I know this is 2 laps in a row on mode 5, but it seems to be able to take it. So we only used about 50% energy. In fact, in order to conserve some, I'm going to bump it down to mode 4 there. Then back to 5 up the hill. Oh goodness, we're going to be out of energy. Maybe not. Oh, top of the list. Sorry. 132, 116. How about them apples? Don't want to whip these tires too much. Sorry, I'm gonna slow down a bit. That was with a 7-lap fuel load left. Fastest lap overall.
The fastest lap of the race so far is a 1 minute 32.1.
Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in this lap, just gonna get the ERS charged up, gonna actually lighten the fuel load for now. Make a good run on a light fuel load. I'm gonna put 3 1/4 lap of fuel in it, just enough to get an out lap and flying lap and an in lap in. I turned on a pit limiter! Ugh! It's driving me crazy. I swear I hit the pit limiter button.
Our best lap so far is a 1:32.1.
Alright. We don't have much time left. Or we do, actually. We got like 30 minutes. Dang, we got more than I thought. Let's go into the setup. Fuel load. I'm on the page already. Give me 3 1/3 lap. Give me the super softs. They only got 3 laps of wear on them. Just a second. All right.
All personnel be aware.
Let's do another one. Yeah, gonna need some conservation of fuel going on here. Brake to let that Williams by. I'm gonna go easy on the tires and everything this out lap, just because I want as much tire as I can. Driver behind.
Ricardo behind. Their best lap time is a 1 minute 32.3.
So we're ahead by about 0.2 of a second. Vehicle condition.
Our data shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least. Degradation is pretty bad. The grip is going to fall away quickly. The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. We need to ease off in the corners.
Yeah, No, they aren't. You're just a worrywart. Let Verstappen through. But he's the last one that gets let through. We are going to run up to mix 2. And then mode 5 going down into 14 and 15. Try to get a good line out of 15.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, that felt nice. That felt beautiful. And then Grosjean's gonna come in and screw it all up. God dang it! Well, such as practice 3. Damn Grosjean and his stupid American car.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Screw your rules. Excuse me, Verstappen. Yeah, okay, box this lap. Ding dang stupid baloney. So that just put 2 more laps of wear on these tires. I'm going to put another lap of wear on these tires before I get to actually put in a good flying lap. Thanks only to that stupid Haas car coming out of the pits right in front of my flying lap. My light fuel load plan just went out the window. The only saving grace is that it was practice and not qualifying. Had that been qualifying, I'd be pissed. I am a little anyways. 15 laps left on these, huh? Alright. They fall off quick, but let's go for it. Actually, you know what? Give me a track map. Okay, yeah, now would be the time. Now would definitely be the time. Go, 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 go. I can see him on the map. Sirotkin's coming! Sorry. Go! Go! Come on! Coming out just behind Verstappen. Actually came out just in front of him, but I let him by, unlike Roman. Come on, Hartley. And I don't exactly want to be behind him either. Dirty air will wash me out. That's a good gap. All right, here we go. Attempt number 2 at the lap of the gods. Bad exit to 15. Well, I guess it was somewhat decent. Nobody coming out. Okay, so maybe Roman did not make as big of an issue as I'd originally thought. Because I'm driving the absolute nuts off this car and I'm losing time. These tires are just done. That's what it is. There's nothing left in the tank for them.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
Screw you, you frickin' bull crap number cruncher egghead. I already did the math. .133.5, that's a good race pace lap. Took a lot of curbing too. But I'm losing time up the hill, never mind.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I know, I'm damn well aware. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
You better be able to, you've been telling me to. Alright, so we're out of tires for this session, basically. I'm going to take a look and see if the softs might be a bit faster and I might have a little bit of life left in them, but I'm thinking I'm going to call it. I mean, we've done 12 laps. That's quite a bit for an hour practice session already. We changed the setup a little bit, moved the ballast and the wings to kind of fine-tune the aero and the grip, and I got good mechanical and good aero grip all the way around, but it is hanging on the edge in some spots, which is about how I like it. Just a little bit loose on the setup, but it's not going to be shortening my lifespan due to stress throughout the race because it's so darn loose. That's Monaco. But yeah, I'd say we got a good setup for the car. Rolling into qualifying, which I will stream later tonight. So depending on the tire life left in these things, and the setup we have right now is about as perfect as I'm gonna bother getting it. I know that sounds kind of lazy, but we don't have the tires left to test anything. I spent too much time doing stupid stuff in practice 1 and 2. Apparently, it turns out the 3 sessions winds up not being enough time, even though they're pushing to get rid of the first 2.
Lap is a 1:32.1.
But yeah, the setup we have is pretty good. And yeah, the softs are just going to be even slower, so there's no point in running them anyways. That's the fastest time we're going to get out of this thing. We milked it for what it had. We're the fastest in Sector 1 and 2. And Sector 3 we're only about 3/10 off. And that is the same deficit that we have over Danny Rick. We've ran 11 laps. Hamilton's run 13. Leclerc's run 12. Verstappen has run 11. So, yeah, we're about 14 from Stroll. And I think we're going to call it. There's only about less than 15 minutes left anyways. So that's where I'm going to call it. I've been Cyclone. This has been another practice session. And qualifying, right there, will be coming up before you know it. Well, maybe not before you know it. Just gonna run through the end of this, see if anybody gets any faster. They're not going to, because they've all wasted their super soft laps, except maybe the Mercedes haven't. They all only have 2 compounds of tire left to run. And the reason you see some mediums is you have to pick your tires long before the weekend even starts as to what compounds you want. And I just chose the balanced.
There,
and we topped the charts.
The top 3, who are Oldtimer, Ricciardo, and Sebastian Vettel. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon. I
set my nickname, the audio nickname, as Oldtimer because nothing else really fit. And anybody that really knows me personally knows that I'm a lot of older stuff. All right. See if there was any interviews to be had. There's Claire.
Tell us about it from your perspective.
Oh, it was amazing.
You put in a lot of time on the track today. Was there a reason for this?
Car's good and reliable.
You were flying in practice. Do you think you can carry this over to qualifying?
Aero department. Yeah, I gotta shout out to my boys back in the factory. I mean, I could have went with the showmanship stuff, but McLaren likes the sportsmanship better. So, I mean, if I were truly to give responses, it'd be a lot different on these interviews. Yeah, qualifying is going to be fun. I'm hoping to make it to Q3. Those of you who don't know the structure of Formula One qualifying, and you didn't really get to see much of it at the Australia thing, is the first session's 20 minutes, I believe. Hell, it might even be 30. But it's all 20 guys. Go out there, and whoever the fastest 15 of those move on to Q2. Q2 is 15 minutes, I think? I think it's 15 minutes. But then the top 15 run, and then the top 10 make it on to Q3. And that's 10 minutes, I think. Alright. So Force India want me. Ferrari want me a little bit more. Williams want me a little bit more, but I ain't going there. Toro Rosso want me a little bit more. See what kind of messages we got. Check the email. Weather forecast, dry conditions. Good, good, good. China will be a wet one, though. Don't worry. See if we can't dump some stuff into R&D. See, we've already got them working on something. We got them working on something. Durability. Increases durability of all power unit conversions as well as gearbox. Yes, I need that. Thank you. Do I have anything left to spend on you? Nope. What is this and how much does it cost? Instant? Oh. Yeah, that's 700. What's powertrain? Quality control 600. Yeah, and there's nothing to do there. Okay. Well, that's where I'm going to leave it. I will see you all in qualifying later tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed.